Good evening. Hello, hello. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, and this is our Cosmic Connections. We meet together every Wednesday around 8:30 Eastern Time. We talk about the astrology of the week and talk to you about what's happening and do some spiritual messages. If you are new, I am an astrologer of many years and also a medium. I do a lot of healing and helping with people across the world. And this is my touchstone with you on Wednesday nights. So I hope you're warm, especially if you're in any of the snow belts. We certainly do have a lot of snow in the southern part of Western New York right now. And I also hope your Thanksgiving went beautifully and successfully. Good evening, John. And what can I say? We have a couple of very important astrological cosmic events coming up in just a couple of days, namely the Mars retrograde and the Neptune going direct. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about the lunation, which is the way the sun and the moon are communicating with each other. We have a quarter square that's happening this weekend. And yeah, that's what we're going to be discussing astrologically. So I want to make sure I have my dates handy dandy here for you. Okay, and yep, I have that. All right. Good evening, Penny. Hello. Thank you for being here, Candy. Good evening. And first things first, big hello. And again, if you're in the snowbelt areas, I hope you're keeping warm. And I know we have a lot of people tuning in from Florida. And yes, these are the types of days when I say to myself every year, see, I happen to like snow a lot. I still ski, but every time you have that first snowfall, as pretty as it is, every year I mature, I say to myself, it's getting colder and colder and colder. Good evening, Amy. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Jerry. Happy Wednesday. Again, I hope everyone's safe and well. So what I really get excited about with astrology is when my life is reflecting one of the astrological events, and my life is reflecting one of the astrological events. And this would be a question of the week for you all. I know. Hey, Angie. Hi, Paula. Hello. You find this interesting, Angie, what I'm about to share with everybody. Hi, Christine. Considering your recent history. So what I'm about to say is I'm not saying this for a sympathy play. I'm saying it as a teaching moment. Okay. So Mars in the sky is in Leo. Now, say it with me, friends. What does Mars mean? Mars is the energy planet. It's pure yang energy. It could be the attack planet. It could be the war planet. It can be many things, but it also rules things like inflammation, the headaches. We can go on and on from a medical astrological point of view. But it's positioned at 6 degrees of Leo right now. And Leo is, kind of dramatic. By the way, I'm squirreling with you for a moment. It's approaching and very, very close to the U.S.'s North Node. So the North Node of the United States of America is facing some Mars-like activity as we speak with its relationship to Russia in the discourse and discord between Ukraine and Russia as we speak. So we're praying that things are going to settle down in that arena of the world. Well, we have these two superpowers holding their breath, but at the same time, I personally, as an astrologer, am somewhat relieved because Mercury's going retrograde. So when Mercury's going retrograde, this is not an official study, but very often the powers that be and in geopolitical struggles, when Mars retrogrades, sometimes things cool off in the war zones. I've seen that time and time again. Not always. I'd have to take a really good look at everything else that's going on in the charts between Russia and the United States. But at this moment, we're heading towards a retrograde. What does a retrograde mean? It means a sifting backwards to reflect, reconsider all the issues and definitions of what Mars is. All right, so having said that, I would ask you all to look at, in your own charts, where are the early degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo? Because those degrees are being tweaked by Mars. And then when the retrograde comes on Friday, it's going to be reconsidered, redone, etc. Okay, let's make it personal. It's always all about each of us, right? It's all about me, right? Okay, so this morning I'm tooling around doing my usual routine, and I do tool around, I'm trying to do the kitchen's dishes and get ready for my day and spitting out. A dear friend of me calls me the monkey because I'm a monkey in Chinese astrology. And I had this machine in my hand and it fell on my foot, a nice little bullseye on my left foot. And right now my left foot cannot be protected by my usual shoes. Please don't tell my son I'm wearing one of his shoes right now, okay? Because my foot is very swollen. And so I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. I'm finger crossing that it's not broken, but if it's broken, it's broken, right? But this Mars in Leo was right on top of my Uranus. It's sitting there right now on my Uranus in my 10th house, squaring my sun, my essence, my Scorpio sun. So there's astrology in action, friends. And I do like to share even the nasty things about my life with you to say, whoa, isn't that interesting? So I have some sort of collision with my foot. And of course, feet are always my personal astrological Achilles tendon, including the Achilles tendon, because I have Pisces in my house of health. Well, in any case, I will find out the verdict tomorrow when they take a nice picture of my left foot. Meanwhile, I'm wobbling around in the winter weather in my son's shoes. Shh, don't tell him because he'll get really creeped out that, well, I have a sock on, his feet are bigger than mine. Okay. Thank you. Good question, Whaley. My personal Saturn was being activated by the new moon, right? The new moon a week ago. So my Saturn, and Saturn is in Pisces, of course, is going through my health house. I do hope it's not broken. Wood dragon. Okay. You're a wood dragon? I know we're the wood dragon this year though, right? This year, John. It's supposed to be good for me. It's been a good year, actually. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Beth. Yeah, I hope there's something. It's either a tendon because it's all swollen. It was on the dorsal side of the foot. And so I wasn't like swinging my foot around, my ankle around. The computer just banged on the curvature of the dorsal part of the foot. So we shall see. But you learn your lesson, always wear shoes. With me, Amy, absolutely. Even inside, especially inside my house, because you never know what kind of collision course I'm going to have between the dogs, the cat, the baby, and whatever. Hi, Tony. Hi, everybody. Hi. I just had to share that with you. But the point of the story is it's a square. And we're going to talk about the square tonight, right? That's coming up this weekend. A square is inner tension, and fingers crossed it's not that bad. But especially, having a foot deficit in the middle of winter in Buffalo is no joke. It's happened to me before. So let's get on with our show, shall we? I'm going to add my slides for you. Again, look into the early degrees of you fixed signs because the retrograde, okay, do this. Here's the retrograde chart. Mars goes retrograde on Friday. Let me give you the exact time. And it retrogrades all the way back to Cancer until the 23rd of February. So this is an important event, cosmic event for the end of this year, this wild year that we're having, have had, and continues to have. We've had so many events in 2024, haven't we? The solar eclipse and so forth. So Mars goes retrograde at 6:33 p.m. on Friday. And it's interesting because it goes retrograde at the 6th degree of Leo, which is constellations in the night sky. That's my personal favorite Sabian symbol in my chart because that's in my 10th house. Constellations in the night sky can be interpreted as belonging to astrologers or astronomers, but I don't do physics, so I'm definitely an astrologer. So that square at my 6th degree, that's my sun sign, was an exact bang up and also opposite my Chiron. So it's a perfect astrological event for me to share with you. For all of us, watch where Leo falls in your chart because it's retrograding all the way back to 17 Cancer. So that's mid-range Cancer. So between now and February 23rd. And so as it's retrograding, that area of your chart, friends, between now and February 23rd of 25 is being reworked, reordered, reconnected, and your energy might be reconsidered. Like if you're going in a particular direction, you might reconsider that direction. So that's just something of a note and a nugget for you tonight. I am and will be doing a class tomorrow, which we will be doing a deep dive. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. It's Friday night. Friday night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. You're welcome to join. My classes always involve your charts and what's happening to you. So I'm doing the Mars retrograde and this lovely information as well. Neptune going direct. Now that happens the very next day. Neptune goes direct on Saturday, and that will be taking place Eastern time, 6:43 p.m. The Neptune direct dates back to July 2nd. So here's my question to you. What types of dreams, what types of yearnings, what types of goals did you have in early July of 2024 that may have been put on a shelf somewhere? And you were saying to yourself, I really want to do this, but I can't get around to it. Well, now we're in December. So Neptune was retrograde all that time. One of my favorite astrological teachers, Buzz Myers, some of you might remember him, always said that when Neptune goes direct, it's a wonderful time to let go of illusions and addictions. It's a great time to wash yourself away and out of something that no longer feeds you or inspires you. So that's our Neptune on Saturday. Mars goes retrograde, Neptune goes direct. And of course, Mercury finally goes direct on the full moon, but that's next week's discussion. So there you go. The Sabian symbol of this direct Neptune is the fertile garden under the full moon, or abundance. And it went retrograde at the symbol of majestic rock formations, which is considered to be one of the manifestation degrees. Like, I'm going to build this new idea, this new school, this new house, this new relationship. And then you were retrograding with that Neptune, and that dream might have been reordered until the Saturday, and then you still have the abundance. So again, these are very esoteric. These are very symbolic, the Sabian symbols, but they often just make a lot of sense. Like, I got pounded by Mars on the constellations in the night sky today, right before the retrograde. All right. And with the retrograde, I bet I'll report back to you next week that it was a big nothing. That's my hope. Meanwhile, all of us get to observe this quarter square, and that takes place at 10:27 on Sunday morning. The main focus here is 17 degrees of Pisces, Sabian symbol. In a tent, villagers observe a spectacular performance. All right. So it's like the observation of an event and performers out there, go to where 17 degrees of Pisces falls in your chart. Now, the moon is sandwiched between Saturn and Neptune. It's like a bridge between reality and fantasy. So the emotions are being pushed and pulled with this particular lunation. Always remember, when the moon is half, when it's in a square formation, it's time to get busy and to manifest and to build a new grounding for yourself off the new moon that we just had this last week. All right, so the moon is in between Saturn and Neptune, and so it's serious manifestation going on where you find Pisces in your chart, plus the fact that Neptune would have gone forward in the sky the day before. So we're really trying to make our dreams come true. In other words, where you find Pisces, make your dreams come true. All right. Meanwhile, we have a nice little grand trine with the fire energy, even though Mars is retrograde. So it's kind of a limp Mars. It's still in Leo, and it's trining Mercury. It's trining our mind, and it's trining the North Node, where we need to go. So this is an inspiring Sunday, what I'm trying to tell you. It's an inspiring Sunday. Try to visualize, fire always means visualize, how you'd like to make positive changes in your life. Okay. I don't know my word tonight. Meanwhile, Vesta is opposite Chiron. You might want to sit and reflect and pray and meditate and do some healing. But the type of healing you might want to do is healing your own spiritual wounds. Perhaps we've all had wounds of every stripe, right? Partnership wounds, friendship wounds, but this is suggesting to heal our spiritual wounds, whatever that might mean for you. And then there's this lovely lineup between the 0 degrees and 1 degree in Aquarius of Pluto, Ceres, and Venus, all in a row. What's Ceres? Food, among other things. What's Pluto? Transformation. What's Venus? Love or beauty. So one way to interpret that, you might be giving a very nice reflection this weekend, not necessarily just on Sunday, but for the next week or two, on how food feeds you and how you might want to transform what you're eating when you're eating it in a detached way. It's not an emotional thing. Like all of a sudden you might learn some new information about what they put in your food, what the food processors do to your food. It's a time of reckoning with how we are feeding ourselves and how we can transform that. Maybe for someone that you love, that's Venus, or maybe for your own beauty, that's Venus. All right, that's an Aquarian information. The other way of looking at it, if you're an Aquarian, we have some Aquarians in the room, or the Aquarius moon people, or the Aquarius rising people, maybe looking at distinctive ways on how to nurture themselves with what they're putting into their minds, books, social media, your thoughts. So all of this might matter quite a bit on Sunday. All right, then we have Jupiter opposite the sun. Well, you can't have a party unless you have Jupiter. You can't have a lot to do unless you have Jupiter. Jupiter opposing the sun is saying what? There's too much of a good thing. You may be feeling very pressured this weekend. It's already going on. Jupiter opposite the sun says too much activity, too much commerce, maybe buying too much inner chatter, too much demands of my time, too much socializing. Hey, it's the holidays. So the holidays are extraordinarily umped up this year with that Jupiter opposite the sun that only happens once every 12 years. And I do understand that Black Friday was breaking some records in the buying category. That can indicate one of two things: great optimism in the economy, or fear about the economy, that we have to buy now because we won't have money later. I don't know. It could be either way. But we did have a very successful commercial, capitalistic Black Friday. I didn't get to it though. I was I missed Black Friday this year. Oh, well, there's always other ways of gifting people, right? Anyway, by the way, I do have some great gift certificates on my website, so check that out. And speaking of checking out websites, two reminders: always connect with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. They always have wonderful specials going on and beautiful, wonderful articles and videos. Number one. Number two, we're doing a class with Lily Dale and my dear friend Patricia Bell next Thursday. So check that out on the Lily Dale website. You're all invited. And it's a Zoom class, of course. And I'll be doing a Zoom class on this Friday at 7. A little unusual to do a Friday class, but it just kind of worked out that way. And we'll be talking about the new moon and the Sagittarius cycle and these cosmic events, the Mars retrograde, the Neptune going direct, and the Mercury retrograde going direct, and the full moon next weekend. All right, friends, big hellos to everybody there. Thanks for being here. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Janet. Hi, Joan, Melissa, KL. Hi, Renee, Marianne. Okay. Yeah, it's easy to lose things during this energy. That's for sure. Oh, really, Linnell? Your descendant is 17 degree of Cancer. So you are really realigning and thinking about new ways to connect with others. And that's not just friends and sweethearts, but also your clients and customers and so forth. Hi, Elizabeth H. from Canada. Hi, Diane. Hi, Clara from Panama. Nice to see you. Hi, Angela. Hi, Janet. I know it's so cold out, Jan. It really is. Hi, Trish. Hi, Christina, Angela. Nice to see you, Donna. Always great to see you, Cindy. I'll get to see you soon. Linnell from Australia. Fabulous. Mars in Capricorn, 9th house, moon in Leo. Okay. You have a lot going on, sweetie. I love your name. I've been accused of using that name. It was not the person's name. Sweetie just pours off my lips. Hey, Beth. Hi, Julius. Hello. Hey, Gail. My heart to you, Gail. You know why, honey. Okay. Thanks for being here, guys. Hi, Kathy from Florida. Hi, Leslie. Okay, Leslie, pay attention. The early degrees of Scorpio and Taurus. And, with the whole movement of Mars, right? Hi, Diane. Diane F. What? The back window of your car just blew out? That's wild. I hope you're okay, honey. All right. Hi, Audra. Okay, Devin. Oh, thank you, Devin. I take that as a high compliment coming from you. I get to see you also soon. Hi, Lisa. All right. Hi there, Lauren. Great to see you. We spent some lovely memories. It was just a week ago. I can't keep track of time. All right, friends. Hi, Mary Russo. Okay, remember that, Mary, this weekend, all that lined up in Aquarius. All right. You always do some baked goods in a dish. Sounds great, Beth. Hi, Michelle. Let's do our spiritual messages and how that works, friends. Stay here. I close my eyes. I pick two people randomly, and we'll see what comes up. Dear God, please allow my words. Oh, someone just shot me a psychic message. Was that you, Jojo? I want to give you my notes. Aren't those lovely notes? I'm going to tell you where the lunation is falling. All right. If you're Aries or Aries rising, the lunation will be activating your, yes, it will, your spirituality, going within yourself. Again, this starts on Sunday and it goes until the following weekend. So this is like a little prediction for the week. So you Aries people, you might be a little bit more tired. You might need a little bit more reflection, relaxation, meditation. Your energy might be a little on the lower side, so you can retreat and think about what you want to think about in a more spiritual way. For our Aries friends, for Taurus, it's about your socialization. This Sunday opens up a new doors for you to see people you haven't seen for a while and to be a little bit more active socially. For Gemini, this particular lunation is activating your ability to visualize what you want to do for your career. You might be kind of inspired with some new directions. If you have a job you love, you might be getting more notice in a positive way. For Cancer or Cancer rising, the lunation is asking you to, I guess, speak your truth, number one. Number two, maybe plan a trip, maybe teach something to someone. Your inner teacher is being activated this weekend throughout the week. For Virgo or Virgo rising, the energy is asking you to get very intensely connected with your power source. And that could be a psychological power source, financial power source, spiritual power source, mediumistic power source. It's about redoing yourself, Virgo, in your best light, for your best light, in your best way. And then let's take a look at our Libra friends. This is about making ourselves ability to become healthier. I'm a Libra rising. Okay, I'll be seeing the doctor tomorrow. Healthier and working your work more efficiently. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, the lunation is asking you to have fun, to connect with your inner muse, to be more creative, and open yourself up to heartfelt desires, maybe even in romance. For Sagittarius, this is all about your home, your family, maybe doing some deep cleaning, maybe planning a family holiday party, but it's about family for these Sages. For Capricorn, it's all about your ability to communicate to others and also to organize and time manage in a better way. For our Aquarians, this is about your self-esteem, your abundance, making money work for you, and you're not just working for the money. All right. And also maybe creating a new income stream for yourself. All eyes are on the Pisces. Remember the lunation, that moon is sandwiched between Saturn and Neptune, and that's an effect for the week. All eyes are on those Pisces. You need to make your dreams come true this week, Pisces. It's a great week for you to launch something with your career, launch something with your spirituality. All righty. Let's do our messages. Okay, dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love, light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. I am with Chelsea Kunkel. Hi, Chelsea. And it says you are open to a message, so that's great. As I'm tuning into you, Chelsea, I'm feeling kind of I'll just give you the message since I'm feeling it. Sometimes you may have felt in your youngish life that you were in the wrong century. There's a very old soul energy about you, Chelsea, to the point where you may have been interested in like the 1920s, the 1930s, kind of like the bohemian energy of that timetable. I get the word history with you in any case, that maybe you'd like to do ancestry research on your own family members, but you have a very thoughtful, sweet, reflective energy as I'm tuning into you. And I want you to look at where you find Cancer in your chart, because you're going to be doing a lot of reviewing of where you are going with your dreams, specifically more of a hobby than a job, and trying to turn that hobby into more of a full-time profession, Chelsea, because that Mars retrograde is going through the later part rather, of the Cancer energy in the next couple of months. By the time we get to March of 2025 and that eclipse in the mid part of that month, you're going to launch something new that's very exciting. I also get an interest or a talent with either sewing or crocheting with you. And I leave that with many blessings. Okay. Madge, how are you, sweetheart? Big hugs. My cousin. Thanks for being here tonight, Madge. And then we'll do another little read here. And I am with Barbara Vivino from California. Hello, Barbara. As I'm tuning into you, I'm feeling a male energy on the other side of life, and this feels like it's there's two men coming in. I think they were brothers. I think one may be a father and an uncle, or a grandfather and uncle, but they're related. They're brothers, and they're coming in to remind you of how they are so proud of you, the way that you have stood up to others with the qualities of a strong, and they're kind of sexist, okay? With the strength of a strong man. They're giving you applause because you're female, but you're also very strong, and you stand up to the patriarchy. Again, they wouldn't say that, but I would say that to you. And they're very excited to give that to you. And I think there's a sweetheart on the other side who wants to say hi to you too. Again, a man, previous lover, husband, who wants to just give you a big hug. And I'm seeing a lot of new adventures for you, Barb. Travel in 2025, and I'm seeing like every other month there's another event. There's another new thing that you'll be doing, and we're starting these. It's like hopscotch. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. It's going to be a fabulous new year for you because you're going to be unencumbered by Saturn. And I know I've read in your chart. I don't know where Saturn is in your chart. I'm not seeing your chart. I'm just seeing the archetype of Saturn. You're unencumbered by fear. So I want to give that to you, Barbara, with a lot of love and hugs and energy. All right. Hello, friends. I want to say hi to some more people that I haven't seen for a while. Hi, Ann G from Rochester. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Jennifer and Mary and Lynn and Patricia, you and Candy and Tony. Big hugs to you all. Teresa. Hi, Sunday. Jojo, you gave me that energy about giving all the energy to everybody with the different signs. So thank you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. And big prayers and big energy as we all navigate this crazy Sagittarius cycle. And don't be afraid of the Mars retrograde. Look at it as an opportunity to rethink how you want to place your energy. That's the bottom line. And I will certainly be doing that, where I'll be placing my foot and my computer, because this sucker is a little heavy. All right. Many blessings. See you next week.